Now on the exhale, hello everyone, come on in. Bring your hands down, let your feet go back, and we'll walk the dog. Bend one knee and bend the other. Bend one knee and bend the other. You're going to feel your calves and your heels getting a little lower. Lift both heels and lower. Lift both heels and lower. And then hold the heels towards the floor. Hold 5. Neck is soft. 4. Heels getting closer to the floor. 3, 2, and then 1. Let the shins down, and just for a moment, a cat-cow. So you're going to round your spine, and you're going to inhale and lift your sternum. Exhale, round. This is for back care and flexion extension. Now, if you would like to add on from this articulation of your spine, you can make this down dog, lift your heels into up dog articulation, and then back into down dog with articulation. Or if you would like a modification, you can continue on the cat-cow. Either way, you're really focusing on that back. Yes, that looks good. Wonderful. Yes, I like how you're finding which way you need it. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice the heels get a little closer. Notice the parts of the spine that might feel tight, but as you work through them, they start to get easier, more flexible to move. One more. And then briefly touch the child's pose, bend your elbows, let your hands pat your back, and then come out to a forearm plank. We're going to set up the forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. Hello, hi girl. And then you're going to straighten those knees. A modification would be a all fours position where your right arm, left leg extend if you need a modification, but I see everyone looks good right now. So you want to feel those abs, maybe tuck under a little bit, just the tiniest bit, Karen, just a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then rest your pelvis. At this moment, you're in Sphinx, but if you would like to add on, you can push yourself higher, Cobra. Hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There, your back might be getting taller, higher. 7, 8. That looks good. 9, 10, and then come into a side plank. Open up. Just lift up that top arm. If you need a modification, you can always put a knee down or bend the foot behind you. Hold, stretch, breathe. 5. That a girl. 4, 3, 2. Feel those abs. And then the other side, side plank. I'm going to turn to face you. And open up. Here we go. 10, 2. So you want to feel these muscles down here. 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Come back to the forearm plank and hold for 10. Lift up and try to feel your abdominals pulling up so they're not sagging. Try to feel like your scapula are broad and wide. Try to feel like your knees are strong and long. Heels are straight up. That looks good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then back to the pelvis being on the floor, forearms down, or hands press you up. Some type of thoracic extension, swan or cobra, or Sphinx. 10. Breathe in. And then exhale. From here, if you'd like to push yourself up into a down dog, you can. If you need a modification, you can always put your knees down, but just push all the way up, down dog. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then step or walk up to your hands, halfway position. And then gently come all the way up. Let your spine take a lift. Ooh. And then have a seat, Utkatasana. Now, Utkatasana is squat. When you come down, you'll notice your neck, it feels nicer if you just barely chin tuck, so you're not there's no congestion in the neck. Try to feel like both legs have 50% of your body weight. Yep. Strong. 5, 4, 3, 2. Then you're going to straighten up. Let the breath come back, homeostasis. Come back into Utkatasana. Add on a rotation, hooking your elbow on the outside of that knee. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Face forward. Now inhale, exhale, hook to the other side. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Face forward, stand up, take a moment. We'll add one single squat. Actually, good job, Shireen. I was thinking the same thing. Let's grab a sip and then we'll come back. I felt like a good moment, okay, to grab a sip. So come down, Utkatasana. When you're there, one leg comes up. Now you can hover or you can hold the ankle on the thigh. You can also just keep your squat. 10, 2, 3, 4, that a girl. 5, 6, 7, yep, 8, this knee's opening up. 9, or hip. And then stand tall, take a breath. This is a homeostasis, breathe in. Have a seat, heel heavy. Now this leg either lifts or it comes to your ankle to thigh. Open that knee. 10, good. 9, 8, yep, go lower if you can. 7, this is a safe place to challenge yourself. 6, whoa. 5, 4, 3, 2, and stand. Hands are at the heart. Whew. Take a moment, opposite pose. Lift up an arm. Go back into the hand on your ankle or foot. Stretch out that quad. Stand tall. 10. You're very tall on this first part. 9. Yep, do the best you can. That's it. 8. Good. 7. 5. Oh, look at how good that quad feels and that hip flexor part. Inhale. Now exhale. You can add a push of your foot into your hand. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're coming back to standing Samasthiti. Whew. Other side. One arm goes up, behind. Hold on to your ankle. And this is the thigh stretch, the hips flexor quad. You're very tall on this part. You might even have to pull your ribs down a little or your pubic bone up a little to make sure your low back doesn't get more sway. That looks good. Polly, yep. You could probably pull your upper back a little bit, Michelle. So yeah, that's more upright. That's more upright. You feel it? So it's actually less stress on your low back. That was good. Now push your foot into your hand and stretch out. Now for me, the chin tuck is helpful. Then it gets the congestion out of my neck. So a slight chin tuck. 10. Breathe in. And then exhale to slowly come back, hands at the heart. Take a moment. Nice job. Let's grab a sip before we add on. This time you can open up the feet to a little wider. This is goddess posture. So we're going to sit heavy in your heels. And you can open up your arms like the letter T. I just want to tie this that came undone. Open up. Now your neck is soft. So goddess posture is also a squat. We know strong quadriceps are associated with health span or longevity, but living long with capacity, with ability. 10, 9, 8, 7 long full breaths. It tells your physiology everything's okay. It calms everything down even though you're in a stress. 5, 4, try lower. 3, there it is. 2, and then stand back, toes in. Exhale, forward fold. Now, once your hands get to the floor, we're going to walk forward into hammock pose. Your hands are pushing your hips back. You should feel like you're trying to get your heels towards the floor. They might even be touching. Your shoulders are dropping, hammock pose. 10. Lengthening through the knees. Now you can stay here or you can lift your heels, articulate through your spine, come into an up dog with wide legs. Inhale, and then tuck and go back. 5, lift, inhale. Feel how the hip flexors feel a little bit differently. Good, Betty, that was it. Your hip flexors feel a little different with this wide position. Open up. You want to feel a stretch in them as you drop the hips. 2, all this transition is for abs as well. So if you like abs, that's a great time to feel them. 1 more. And then push it back. Now walk your hands a little closer. They're more underneath your nose. Lift up the left arm and open up windmill. And then the hand comes down, the other hand comes down, open up windmill. And come back down and then bend one knee and bend the other. Now you might go a little lower. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold aside. So it could be 90 degrees, it could be all the way down. You can hold one arm up, you can wrap, but just take 5, 4, there you go. 3, 2, now the other side, and hold. 5, 4, beautiful sky. 3, 2, inhale, and on your exhale, come back. All right. Now the hands are going to go to your hip bones and come all the way up. And once you feel like your blood pressure settles, go into an extension. Lift your heart. And then back into neutral, step or jump or walk in. Hands at the heart, grab a sip. Good job. We'll take an inhale to go up and an exhale to go down. Let your feet go back to down dog. Either hold the down dog or come into a plank, either hands or forearms, your choice. Hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shift your hips back, downward dog. We're going to lower the shins and take it into a frog pose. Now this is for the inner thighs. Your toes can be still towards each other. Your knees can be wide, arms on the ground. Now you can also lower your head. If you need to take a bound angle instead, that is just fine. This is a hip opener. Try to relax through the pelvic floor. Try to take full breaths. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slide the shins back in, walk the pelvis down. Once your pelvis is down, you can shake out the legs, see if they feel a little more open. That'll help the low back a lot too. Let your hands come either beside your hips or interlaced at your lumbar spine. This is Shalabhasana. Lift up your torso, lift up your legs, and hold. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then relax for a moment. Now, this is a harder pose, so your modification would be to do the second time through of what we just did. But if you can take your arms out, this is also called a Navasana. Lift up your arms, lift up your legs. The arms are like a letter Y, but if it's too hard, go back to the first position. Inhale, breathe and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now relax for a moment. You can bend 1 or 2 knees, reach your hands back, hold on to your foot or ankle, both if you can. Come on up, Dhanurasana. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Recover. All right, we're going to do it again. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, pushing back, child's pose. I'm going to pull the toes under on this one for the feet to get a stretch. 5, 4, and then come up to your shins. Make sure your knees are happy. If not, just add extra padding. We're going to take the right arm back and actually pull the toes under. So this is one possibility, but if this doesn't work, put your hand on your hip. Ustrasana. If you're still doing okay, add 2 hands on your heels or both hands on your hips. Breathe in. If you're on one arm, this is a good chance to change arms. Inhale, and on the exhale, child pose, you can windmill the arms forward. And then we're coming out to side plank. We're going to be adding on. So at first, take your side plank like we did earlier on the forearm and on the foot. If you would like to add on, this top foot goes behind you and lifts up. So we're going to do a Maldrasana prep. Breathe in, and then we're going to go to the other side. So I'll lower and just face you. You can do what you need, but we will start with a normal side plank, meaning the feet are stacked or staggered. And then if you'd like to add on, the top foot can come behind. Push your hips up like bridge pose. Open up your spine. Open up your heart. Strong hamstring. Push, push, push. Inhale, and then exhale, lower with care. Now we're going back. If you'd like to take a fuller Maldrasana, you're on your hand. You'll go up, you'll put your foot back, and you'll go in towards that back bend. Now you can also take that forearm variation again. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, 9, lower that hip. Let's go to the other side. Hand down, foot back, push and open up. 10, 2, 3, yes, push 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lower that hip. Let's grab a sip and we'll come down to our backside for a moment. There are a lot of yoga disciplines where we do the yogic bicycle. I'm going to offer 2 poses though. So when you're down, one pose is the bridge, Setu Bandhasana, and you'll hold it, either interlace fingers or arms up. If you would care to do a flexion in the spine, we can do with the abdominals. This is yogic bicycle for 50. So either way, choose your asana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, good, 4, you got it, 5, 6, 7, belly in, 8, good, I love it, 9, 10, keep going, keeping your mind focused, keeping good form, 20 more. You can pull your toes back if you'd like to, add on a little ankle work. All right, try 10 more. Inhale. And then we are taking a bridge. It's also a counter pose. Your hips are now open. You can interlace your fingers underneath your spine. And hold. 10, hips are level. 3, necks off. 4, 5, 6. Good. Inhale. Lower down. Utthita Padangusthasana is another pose in yoga, so it's holding onto the big foot pose. So you can take just the hamstring stretch. You could take a single bridge if you want a modification, a leg out, or you could even add on the hand towards the toe. Good. So you can always find something. 10. This is throughout the belly, though, in the hamstring. Nothing should be painful at your joints. 9, 8, 7, lift up a little. 6, belly pulls in. Yep, 5, 4, 3, 2. Recover for a moment. It's more for your neck to recover. Lift up your other leg. Extend your knee. Now inhale. You can come up and hold. Good. Good. Lift, lift, lift. 10, 2. It's like your hand is going towards your knee on the long leg, down towards the floor. 5. Pull that belly in with each exhale. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then relax with a long, this is like a Upavista Konasana, long knees, toes pull back if you can. If that creates any nerve sensation, just soften the toes and stretch out your inner thighs. See if one's tighter and needs more tension. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let your feet down, curl up, counter pose, bridge. This time arms up. Hold 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you can leave your hands beside your hips. Keep your hips level though, and take one leg up and hold. Keep steady. There's no lifting up and down. It's just a long hold. Calm jaw, calm eyes. Inhale, building endurance, building mental focus. Let that foot down. Take the other leg up. Hold. Energize through that top leg. It's not just hanging out. It's got energy through it. Yep, your knee is long, your toes pointed. Hips are level. Jaw soft. Lower that foot. Take an inhale and an exhale to lower down. And you can hug your legs into your belly for a moment. Then we're going to take our hands underneath the thighs. You'll pop up and hold a teaser pose. So this is modified teaser. You can let go or you can extend your legs and hold. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, come up a little bit higher, Betty, in your torso. Yep. There you go. Walk the ladder. Okay, hands to your toes, and then if you can, stretch out. If not, just stay bent, shoulder blades down. 10, 2, good. 3, there's that inner thigh stretch again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's that balance work. 9, and 10. Hot dog, grab a sip. You're doing great. And then we'll meet back in a plank, in a hand plank. Hold. Strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, heels back, down dog. Hold. 5, really stretch through your heels. They should be a little more flexible now. Take your left foot and push your right heel down. Try to isolate that calf. And then the other one, you're going to push that heel down. Ooh, feel that today. Both heels press. Walk, step, or jump up to your hands halfway up. Go all the way up, take a little back bend. Ooh. And then hands to your heart. Nice. Open up the legs. You're going to take the arms out like a letter T, like a 5-pointed star. Pivot that right foot towards the right hand or wall. Come down. Whoa! Now you can add on some more circulation with this left arm. Maybe you'll take it behind you. Find a triangle that you need today. Stretch, breathe. The breath is so powerful when you can add it on through your nose and then send it to the areas that need attention. But just by having the bones in a different place changes the power of the breath or the focus. Really try to breathe in through your nose long and try to breathe out your nose long. You're in a fine place, but if you'd like to add on, I have to back away from this really monstrous aloe plant, but you can put your right fingers down and open up the left arm and leg. So this is a possible add-on. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, really stretch up. 6, 7, 8, 9, breathe in, and then a graceful descent. Good job, guys. Pivot. The left toes are now facing the left wall. Reach out, reach out, reach out, and then come down, and down. And your top arm could do a few circles, even including behind you like an FBI lock. Ooh, good. Now that breath, lengthen through your elbow if you can, like you're reaching for something. Stretching, breathing, opening. You might decide you want to put your fingers down on the ground and lift up your right leg. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Breathe in, and then exhale. Recover. Both feet together, hands together at the heart. Whew. Add on a half moon. Good. That was good, Shreen. Up and over. You might even add your foot going. Whew. Beautiful. 10, 9, 8, 7. And on this one, if you want to rotate down, take it, or rotate up. Breathe in. Feel that side go up, go over. This is a great Adho Chandrasana pose. It's great to sprinkle in your day, or if you've just been sitting for a long time traveling, reading a book, working at the computer. What a great one for the back and shoulders. 10, 2, 3. Yep, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Isn't that so nice? And then come back. We're going to grab a sip and then take an eagle posture. So, Samasthita He. Take an eagle posture next. Eagle is a good way to open the posture muscles and strengthen the thighs. So first, take your heel heavy squat. So your Utkatasana. If you'd like to add on, pick up your left thigh and wrap it once or twice. And then you can take your left arm underneath and catch your palms. Hold elbows about shoulder height. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Standing tall. Woo. Hands at the heart. Good. Let the blood pressure adjust. Sit in a chair. Now the right thigh can wrap once or twice. The twice is the foot hooking around your lower ankle, and then the right arm comes underneath. Lift your elbows about shoulder height, but not the trapezius. So jaw soft. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you're going to push up and then take a moment. Woo, good job. Now we're going to be doing another posture in the single quad strengthener. So have a seat when you're ready. That was homeostasis. Once you're in homeostasis, have a seat. Left ankle on the right thigh. Remember how we did that earlier? It should be like a book's opening. Now we're going to take the right arm, like pat yourself on the back. Left arm tries to find your fingers. 10. Cow face. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Lower if you can. 6. This is a great safe place to challenge yourself. 7, 8, 9. You're going to be standing tall. Breathe in. Hands at the heart. Samasthita He. Let your blood pressure settle. Have a seat. Utkatasana. Other side. And then other arm, left arm up, right arm back. Good. Might be a little chin tuck in there. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take an inhale. And then on your exhale, come up. Now let your blood pressure readjust. Oh, grab a sip. Good. We're going to do a Parsvottanasana next. Pyramid pose. If you feel like your hamstrings run tight, this is a nice one. Leave your left leg forward and your right foot back. The hips are square, not rotating open to the side. Now we'll take 3 more of these huge big circles for the arms. So as big as you can. This is so important for ball and socket joints. Go up. Nice. Everybody looks, range of motion looks good. You can catch your fingers. You can hold onto your elbows. You could even namaste reverse. Now breathe in. And then we're going to exhale and hinge. That left hamstring will let us know. Good. And you're going to push back up. Go into a back bend. You can lift your arms, you can lift your heels. Here we are, stretching up. 10. Lower with care. Very good. Hands at the heart. Both feet together. Samasthiti, other leg back. Notice the feet are in line with the railroad tracks. Go up and around. And you want to try to get really tall with your arms and really behind you. Those are motions we want to maintain. Really far behind you, as long as there's no pain. And then take your shoulder release. Interlace or hold on to your elbows or namaste reverse. Breathe in. Exhale. When you round forward, you're going to make sure you're not poking your shoulder forward. You're keeping the shoulders in a stretch. We'll take an inhale and push all the way up and even back. The arms can lift up. The heels can lift up. Breathe in. Up tall, like your spine is getting traction. And then exhale the heels down. Gorgeous. Hands at the heart. Take a moment. Good. Let's grab a sip and then we'll come back to a standing posture. Good job. Now we're going to add on, I'll stay more forward on this. This is right leg forward, left foot back. Now at first, this is Anjaneyasana, so a crescent pose. So hold here. There is a little bit of a pubic bone pull up, and there is a little bit of a rib pull down. So 10, we're going to be adding on 9, 8, really reach, 7, 6, energize to your arms, 5, that's it, you got it, 4, your whole body is active, 3, 2, now here we're going to take our hands forward, you're over your thigh, and then step up gracefully, standing tall, and then send your other foot back pretty far, 5 feet or so, sink into your thigh, arms open, and you can even do the field goal post if you want. Good. 10. See what your focus is. 9, 7, 6. Good. 5. Everything's got intention. 4, 3. There you go. 2. Let the hands come together. Hinge forward. There's your front thigh working hard, and then come up. You can feel that work. Woo! Nice job. Open up, big back bend, pass through Utkatasana. Lower your hands, let your feet go back. Either go through Vinyasa, meaning bend your elbows up, dog, down dog, or just meet me in down dog and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the right leg can come up, three-legged dog. Right thigh can come forward, pigeon. You can also take a lying on your back pigeon pose, lying on your back figure 4 if you prefer that over the pigeon. So I'm going to do a little shifting here. Notice how that feels. Yeah, grab a pillow if you need, Karen. Inhale. Then you could exhale down and on something comfortable. So your arms or the floor, and relax that hip and psoas. Now you can either stay here or take your left arm underneath this right armpit and then take your right arm up and around and find your big toe. 2, 3, twisted pigeon, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you're going to push yourself up. You can stay here, you can bend the knee, you can hold on to your foot, You can open up. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. 8, 9. Even if you touch base, it's a victory. All right, come back to down dog. Walk it out. Then the left leg goes up and the left thigh comes forward. And again, you can also take the figure 4. And you might decide you want to do a little rock here. And you're just feeling like your hips have an opening. You might even be able to walk your other foot back. Breathe. All right, as you're ready, you can go down, hands down, head down. Let's relax our body into the mat. If you would like to add on, you'll take your right arm underneath your left armpit. Take your left arm around until you can find your foot or your toe. Twisted pigeon. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you're going to be unwinding. Gently push yourself back up. This is a great chance to add on the right knee bending. Hold that foot. Maybe you'll take 2 hands and press, lifting up your heart. Breathe. 5, 4. Yeah. Keep holding, keep opening, keep lifting. Heart up. There you go. Inhale. And then on your exhale, curl those toes. Press up, down dog. Walk it out. Good. Hold here, and you'll either be in hands and knees with articulation for your spine or in down dog, up dog with articulation for your spine like at the beginning. Lift up to your lumbar spine, go through your back, up dog, curl, upper back, middle back, lower back, heels. So you could be in down dog, up dog doing this articulation, or you can be in an all fours. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now, the next time you're in the down dog, you can lift your right leg up behind you and then slide your right foot forward. So I'm going to turn. Make sure your shin or your knee of the back leg is happy. Good. That's it. In other words, it doesn't feel like the joint hurts. And then you're going to put your hands on your left thigh, or your right thigh, and then flex. So right here, you're flexed. I know it feels tempting to just do this. We're going to do a little movement here where the ribs come down and the pubic bone comes up. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. So you want to feel like there's a deep stretch here in that left front hip. This left leg, if you're tight, it'll try to do this thing where the foot goes this way. So external rotation. So you can get your foot right behind your knee, so straight back, and then pull the pubic bone up with your abs, not your booty, and then pull the ribs down. So you've got a little spinal flexion, but in particular in that lumbar spine. Pushing your hip forward. If your hip flexors run tight or you feel your low back, that should feel like it needs it. Take an inhale. And then let your hands down, down dog. Walk it out for just a moment. And we'll take the left leg up in a 3-legged dog. Left foot forward. Then you'll put your right shin down. Make sure your knee's happy. Your hands are going to be on your left thigh. Now this back toe, make sure it's not doing its own left or right thing. It should be right behind your right knee so that it's neutral, not externally rotated. And then tuck, your pubic bone's going to pull up, your ribs are going to pull down. You're pushing your right hip forward, so you should feel something right in here. When we sit, that's inflection, so this is opposite of that. You want to look up though. You might be looking towards your belly button to encourage that lumbar spine to flex. Pull that pubic bone up. You're trying to feel a stretch in that right front pocket. And then let your hands down and take down dog. Walk it out. Walk it out. And then we're going to be adding on to this. Either grab a foam roller or your yoga block. And we're going to be adding, I'll grab this, a Dynaband. So another psoas stretch. A Dynaband or a Pilates ring will be just fine. You're going to lie, if you want to sit, grab it, because we'll be down on the mat for the rest. This is a good chance to grab one. If your back's been running tight, this will be feeling nice, or your hips are run tight. So when you're down, it's like you're doing bridge for a moment, and then you slide that roller. Now that may be enough, and if you're really tight, you could do just one leg at a time. If you feel like you can do 2 legs at a time, do it, and make sure that foam roller or yoga block is at the distal end of your gluteal crease, so you have the hip flexor opening. So it's closer to the heel than it is towards the low back. You don't want your low back to feel more arched. You want to feel like there's a release here. Now this is mental, relax. Sometimes the low back and the psoas, they keep on tightening. It's almost like you have to convince them there's a safe place to let go. The psoas attaches the upper body to the lower body, so it's used to just contracting, hanging on, being in flexion. But now we're saying, hey, let go. You can give in to gravity. Let the breath go through your nose and diaphragmatically breathe. So if your back's been running tight or aching, this should feel really good. If it's too much, just bend a knee and do 1 leg at a time. Neck soft, you might even rock your head gently, lovingly right, left, or in a little circle. Now the next is to add the hamstring. And you may move your yoga block or your foam roller up a little bit closer to your sacrum on this one. Lift up a leg and let 1 leg pour down. Now you still want a psoas stretch on this other leg. You're just adding this hamstring. Oh, so nice. You can start experimenting with taking that leg slowly across your midline. And open up to the side. And then you'll be switching your legs. So 1 leg's down, 1 leg's down, 1 leg's up. And feel your psoas. Does one psoas feel different than the other? So your hamstring. Good. You might be taking that leg across the midline a little bit. Experimenting with how that internal rotation is. And then you might be going out towards the side. A little bit is inner hamstring or more is inner thigh. So just play around with different angles. See what you need. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, release the spine on the ground. See if everything feels better. We're going to take a twist. This one's called the eagle twist. So you can take your right knee over once, and if you can, hook your toes around your lower ankle. Take the knees to the left as a unit. Take your arm out right and feel that lumbar stretch. 10. And now just sort of let your breath guide you into relaxation. Your exhales let you melt. Your breath is full through your nose and out your nose as well. And then you're going to take it to the neutral position so you can realign, and then let your left leg cross once or twice. Your toes can hook under, and you're going to go over to the side. One hand can be on your knee. This is the one that really helped your back to feel. Take your left arm over. You can feel your hips, your back, your upper back, shoulder and chest. And if you're really tight in the shoulders and your hand is dangling above the floor or your forearm, you might consider lowering your arm a bit towards the hips so that you don't have it dangle. The body has a hard time relaxing when it's just hovering. But if you're flexible and you can handle more stretch, take your arm up a little higher to the Y and your hands touching and just letting go, relaxing. Inhale. And then exhale to release. And we're going to take legs up on the wall. If you would like a prop, you can grab a prop. And that way you get more lumbar. So that's really good for the lumbar spine. More lumbar decompression. Find a way that you need, though. If you need to do a supine angle, a bound angle while you're in Shavasana, that's fine too. This is just a really nice pose for the vessels to release. A little more blood flow to the brain and the opposite position to gravity. Let your inhale be your focus and your exhale relax you. Now, as you're ready, slowly release your spine from the prop, the feet from the floor, and just find a place to sit up. Ooh, you did great lifting up your spine. So we'll take a moment to notice how your body feels. refreshed, recharged, rejuvenated, cared for. Spine is lifted, body is strong. How good it is to feel like it's like your clothes fitting well. The body is yours, strong, flexible, mobile, stable. We'll set an intention to have that same energy in our mind, strong, stable, clear, focused. And in our spirit, we'll take a moment to set an intention of having touching base and continuing that clear, stable, creative, strong, flexible, radiant feeling for the rest of our day. Whenever you're ready, come back into the room.